I am back after having a meltdown over Streamlabs not wanting to work. I don't think it's wanting to stream on YouTube. Never mind, I think it is. Yeah, it's streaming now. Okay. My voice is hurting me. I just spent $25 on this game. I thought this game was cheaper. The original is $25. This game, the original is $15. This one's $10 more. $25. Let's view it in the queue. Queue. Oh, it's just 5 gigabytes. Well. Yeah, look at my storage. This is a 1 terabyte thing. My storage wasn't this used up on my other console, I don't believe. It's because I'm getting way bigger games now. My games used to be small like these ones. And my biggest game I had on my Xbox One for the longest time was this game. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. And then I got WWE 2K19, which was 50 gigabytes. And back then, WWE 2K22 wasn't even as big. Alright, can I use this now? Okay. Now I got my back brace going. And these are Return to Arkham. I'm not gonna play Return to Arkham since I may play it on Twitch exclusively because I've already played. I may end up playing it on YouTube, but I played Arkham Asylum on YouTube already, the original for the 360. Now the graphics and such look better on the 360. Some of the stuff worked against them in the remake. In some parts it looks better, some parts it looks worse. But I believe the cons outweigh the pros. So yeah. Rec Room, I don't remember that having a update recently. I do remember that one having an update. Goat Simulator 3, I need to start playing that game again. Alright. I don't know what to expect with this game. Well, I haven't seen this in such a long time, I don't think I can remember all this stuff. All the old updates, all the new endings and such. I assume that each achievement's for a new ending. Crows, crows, crows. Any more credits? Choose a screen. Okay. English. Confirm. No. I guess that would have kept you from getting the newer things. I don't think I want to do that. I'm just going to leave it as is. Enter the current time. Should I sync it up? Now. No. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. You have anything else to tell me? I don't. What does time have to do with anything? I was gonna look at my clock up there, but no, it's not really gonna help me. What settings is here? Invert Y-axis? No. I want controllers. Vibration. Show reticle? Probably. There's no other reticle type, really? Why would you let me show translation labels? I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. What is translation label supposed to mean? I don't even understand what translation label is. Okay, I guess that's the background or something. That makes no sense. Really? Makes no sense. Yeah, barely any controls. Simplified. Why would I need to use all those buttons to interact? That makes no sense. That's stupid. I don't need all those buttons to interact. Okay. Did it save? I think it did. That's all there is play. I mean, no. I'm getting that freaking map pack clip stuck in my head. I'm listening to him. Either let me listen to him or play the fucking game. I'm gonna try and censor myself. The end is never the end is never the end is loading.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee.
I recently found out that this was originally a mod for Half-Life.
He sat at his desk in room
2.
427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push.
I'm not actually pushing them.
And in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although
It looks a lot like the Source filmmaker, but it's not anymore. It's now Unity.
That the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley
Like what, a slave?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Watch this. Did I try syncing up the clock? It ain't synced up. But watch this. Give it a little time. How long do I need to wait for this ending? Hello? Should I shut the door myself?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay, that's one of the endings. That's not the main ending. There's multiple endings to this game. Do I not? Hold on. What are these achievements for? Get your first achievement. Awarded for getting any of the other achievements as your first. Beat the game. Test achievement description. Replace this. Test achievement, please ignore. What? What description? There is no description. Quit the game and start it again. Really? You can't jump. Really? Okay, there's the achievement.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't lock it. So I guess you were able to jump in Half-Life 2, but... Huh? Uh-oh. I guess that's the attic. Oh, yeah. Is it up here?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not
There
the
we
correct
go,
way
left.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
What co-workers?
Really worth it.
I don't believe there's any co-workers to begin
But eager
with.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Fine.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nah, I'll do the regular ending. So yeah, this forces us to continue back on track, and let's rebuild America first.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh no. Wait a minute. That's the translate? Really?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh. Okay.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. no reason to still be here.
This is too funny, man. I like how
It
they
was
did this.
baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What is that?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Functional acknowledgement, is that what it's supposed to mean?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Fool around, I guess. I don't know. I'll just assume that's what it is. I can't find anything.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
What friends? Looks like there should be power
Stanley was
modules
fat and
here.
ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Whoa, buddy. Buddy. Buddy.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
I'm not dead, I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving. And grooving. And soothing.
Melody of some sort shut down
Melody. My lady, is that? That's not how you spell melody.
The responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they
You're not loud
understand
enough.
basic
You're on my
first-person
headphones.
video
You
game
can't
mechanics
call
and
out to
fill them in on the
nobody.
history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay, I guess that's it. Now, I don't want to go downstairs.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Because going downstairs gives us another ending. I don't want to do that right now. What kind of door is that? It opens both ways? Wait. Now it's not going to open the other way? Did you see that? That's strange. It was open from the other way and then it closed. Now it opens this way? What kind of door is this? Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Did I really not do anything? Okay. Thought that door moved for a second. Okay. Could I play some Oregon Trail? No? Which way? This way? Oh. Wish I knew which way I should go. Up. Ding dong! I think this might take us to another ending, but who cares? Haha! Oh! Why'd it lock me in? That's not how real elevators work. Very unrealistic, but I understand why they did that. I haven't heard this music since I looked at the first episode of the Squirrel Maze from Mark Rober. I think I just... Wait a minute. The elevator's just an excuse. It doesn't take you anywhere. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I don't remember.
2845.
I want to hear his voice lines. That's the best part, is the narrator.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked
What?
in, and the door just opened
What?
by itself.
Whoa,
and
whoa,
Stanley got
whoa.
the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Whoa. Really? Two. There. I somehow did it in the dark. Even though it was too late. Oh, I don't like these dark cargo elevators. Oh, lights! Gosh, they know I don't like the dark. Loading, 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 loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Excuse me.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Huh? What were those sparks?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, but of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Oh, I couldn't hear the... I ran away too quickly. Can I go through here? Fine.
Lights
Lights!
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Is that you? What are you looking at? Yeah, I'll play the audio for you, KK. There, we're gonna hear double audio.
Now the
Cameras.
monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
427
Each bore the
right
number
there.
Of an employee in the building.
I'm not there.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals.
I wonder if this was the hardest thing to implement.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Nothing. Right there, where my reticle is. Okay. Is there a... Wait, I can actually crouch with both left trigger and left bumper? That's strange.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly
There might have been
spent
other
his
voice
entire
lines that I
life
missed.
Utterly blind to the world?
Blind to the world? No. I think we're stuck.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Sounds like knocking. I always do that to try and get Kaylee's attention. The doors aren't closing.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Can I really?
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? You enslaved all these years ago and you tried to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control? Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desire.
There's nothing you can do
This is
here.
much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
I forgot
I
this.
raised them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
See, it doesn't work.
Though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
Dad home?
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Because you're not supposed to be doing
When
nothing.
you saw that timer, that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to
Dad's
button,
not even leaving.
screen to screen, clicking on every little
He's
thing
supposed
in
to be
this
here
room.
later. Quick,
These
KK.
buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No. Oh, my back brace
You're
turned
in for
off.
quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
See, don't work.
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first. So
Goodbye.
You can't.
Yeah,
Look at the clock,
you can't do anything
That's
about
30
this, I
seconds you have
believe.
left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
I'm gonna play it normally the next time.
It's all the same to me. All
I
about
promise.
the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
I'll play it normally. I promise. I'll get the real ending. I beat the game, technically. Even though I died.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This is the shortcut to there.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
What is that noise?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs.
I'll
to
just
his
go as
boss's
quickly as
office.
possible. The elevator's useless. You can't go
Stepping into
nowhere.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just... That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
I'm trying to play this normally. Come on. No. No.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Where is it? Where is it? I walked into the wall. I hate how dark this is. You know I'm afraid of the dark.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
You can't handle the truth.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
I forgot about the whole ending with... I didn't know there was an on-off button. I thought it was only off. I forgot how the bomb thing came to be where it led up from. Oh, and by the way, I reduced my face cam to 1080p, so you may notice it's... Oh, whoops, wrong button. You may notice there's less quality with it. I don't have it on 4K anymore. It's now on 1080p.
Was this the only reason he was happy with
Begin the game again.
his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Kaylee's over there. Where's Daddy? Daddy's home. Enough. Oh, whoops. Okay. Let's just continue on.
No. He refused to believe
No!
it. He couldn't accept
I refuse to believe
in
it.
someone else's control. Never.
Never!
Unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the
Okay.
world?
I'm not gonna hit the on button again. I'm not.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
I'm gonna actually end it.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking.
Was that the
eating,
5
drinking,
button?
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality
I don't
was
think
fast
there's really
against
anything
him,
you could do.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another
Was I too quick? Hello? I think I was too quick.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Yeah, I was.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
I've been
Freedom
unshackled.
was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed
Wait.
from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
I'm
As
stuck.
sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized
Oh,
none of this
it's a
mattered.
staircase
It
down.
was not knowledge or even power that he had been
I
seeking.
thought I got stuck.
But
I thought I
happiness.
fell.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
This is making me
Whatever
appreciate life
is,
more.
It will be his. And that was all.
Look how
It
beautiful
was
this looks.
perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
It's not open.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Beat the game. By the way, happy unbirthday to Maxwell Frost and Michelle Obama. No. 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 Alright, time for the confusion ending.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, I can go back? Wait a minute. Isn't one of these doors I can go through? I thought I could go through one of these doors.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't. Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office, because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Wait a minute. Couldn't you do something with one of these drawers? I don't know. Ow, my arm.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We don't want to enter the door on the left. What if I didn't? I forgot. If you don't go into any doors, what does it do? I don't fully remember this game. It's been years since I've seen Pungence's live stream. And I saw briefly this remake when I watched Think Noodles, but I didn't see the whole thing. I remember only thing I remember with the with one of the new endings was that he looked at the reviews. The narrator is unfunny. Unfunny?
The correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So do I have to get all the endings to be able to continue on with the new endings? So I don't know how to get the new endings. I can't just close the door.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room.
We're not going to waste our
Well,
time.
but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't. Wait. No, that's for the confusion ending. No!
And so he
This is the
detoured through
confusion
next
ending
section,
down here.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, we're getting back on track. Going to the confusion ending down here.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
No.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
No.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Oh, this ain't Among the Sleep.
We just have to get back to,
And no, I'm not playing that game.
Kidding. It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Fired? I didn't notice that. Someone was fired?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Do we start having a line or something? When does it start?
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Where'd all these doors come from?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Did I just hear a Minecraft door sound? Uh-oh. This is scary. Does it matter which door I go through? What? Oh, it does.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you, there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
They just all connect, I believe.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
He erased them.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I didn't notice that. It is. The reticle ain't letting me interact with anything. Strange.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Oh, it's a never-ending story.
Wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
It's a never-ending story.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't
It's a
quite
story.
recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
No.
Do you remember, Stanley?
No.
Do you know what?
Wait.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to
Why don't I restart myself?
restart.
No. I'm not gonna restart myself. Oh.
All
Yep.
right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure
Here
we
it
don't
is,
get lost,
the adventure
I've employed
line.
the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Trademark.
Just follow the line.
Trademark.
How simple is that?
No.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Oh, man. The line's not reliable, I remember. Solitaire, let me play. I love solitaire. Where's the mouse? Let me play some solitaire. I like Klondike. I've never seen that part where you go the other way. So yeah, the line doesn't take us anywhere.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
I'm not following the line.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your
I'm not even listening to
experience
this.
of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Why is it restarting? Fine. Go upstairs? No. This is so stupid, man. What is this? What? Wait a minute. What? Wait, whoa. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, this is strange here.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
No.
This fern will be very important later in the story.
No, it's gone!
Closely, and remember,
Oh, maybe it would have led me
you
back.
won't want to miss anything.
Okay. He's just saying a bunch of useless stuff. It's a joke. Maybe I should have done that. I mean, I don't
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
Trademark.
Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we
See, fired.
After everything we've been through...
Fired.
Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
What is this? Fear Cam 3. I told you I'm done with it.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Which door? Was it this door?
Daring,
Or
mysterious.
this door? Or that door?
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yeah, I thought it was this door. Is it just a never-ending turn?
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just
Not
me
if
and
it's
Stanley
just-
forging a new path.
Oh,
a new
here it
story. Well,
is.
it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Oh my gosh, it actually takes me back. Alright, now time for our never-ending story. Wait. Did I go the wrong direction?
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and it should be fine.
Monitor rooms. It's gone. Alright. What?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has
Nah,
to lead
counterclockwise.
somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door.
Wait a minute.
That leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse doors on.
Oh my god.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is
It's a
yes,
never-ending
then
paradox.
by chance,
Quit.
The door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
No. And this is the end of the confusion ending.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again.
Stanley
Am I
dies.
just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Wall.
You read this, I'm not gonna read it
Well,
all.
Who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is
It
that
didn't
made the
matter.
schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Something will happen.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is
Okay,
a
they may
kind of
go
story.
off.
Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
It actually scared me. I thought it would be later. I didn't think it would be that early in the sentence. Yeah, it kind of got Kaylee scared. Okay, that's the end of the confusion
All of his
ending.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So we don't want to go left right
When
now.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, it's because I want to
The
go to
lounge
that
was
forward
sublime,
room over
a
here.
work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Bye-bye.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, I'm gonna do that one ending that you die in. That other ending you die in.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait a minute. Why is it turning to the left now? It didn't used to turn to the left, did it? I thought it turned to the right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
It turned to the...
Admire it.
It turned to the right before,
Standing
right?
now in this incredible room, Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, I'll go to the escape
And
room.
so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming
Not
to a
going
staircase,
downstairs yet.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the
What?
keypad,
What?
Stanley
What? Wait, 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 wait,
Hey,
wait,
look,
whoa,
it's
whoa.
a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Okay. That kind of scared me for a second. Whoa. What do you mean? Okay. I tried to speedrun it. I tried to actually type in the code, man. I'm actually able to remember stuff for now.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, I'm
Although
going.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't
The
care.
door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity
Oh
to
my
turn
God.
around and get back on track.
I'm
At
not
this
turning
point,
around.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Death. Death. Death. Wait, no. Huh? Death.
Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise. He reflected. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story. That's a vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the
Okay,
eyeballs
enough.
from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
That got crushed. Oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Let's go. Okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Where is the, Yeah, this is the room.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
They really had a layout. Corridor. The pacing at this of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Okay. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that this was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Is there any other signs here? There's one here. The two doors. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parables design. Once the room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. The office. Button sounds. That's getting Kaylee's attention. Credits. I'll let you look at these credits. The narrator. Kevin Briding. I don't know how you say that. Who voiced the other narrator? Okay, is this where it leads us to the other area? Office clock. What? Is this the whole blueprint? Screens from the development of the boss's office. Underground, an early version of the underground portion of the game. Huh? The lounge. Office clock. Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Countdown desk. One of the desks in an early version of the countdown ending. Do we have to stay away from it? I hit it. I think. Okay, as it existed in beta. So they kept changing the outside. Monitor room, elevator. Countdown room, an early version of the countdown room. Ending. The screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged into another part of the game. Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending and we thought it was complete, but we decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Game is now paused. For a long time we had the ending that only ended when the player restarted from the room from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized that this is what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. What the? Okay, those are odd reflections. I'm scared for these chords. I'm scared here. I am genuinely scared for some odd reason. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, which each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he's repairing a new version of the Stanley parable. Okay, I don't know which way we need to go for the... apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending, and unplugging the phone would lead to, like, a different ending. The cargo lift. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also want the option of the player falling to their death. No! The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game. We wanted it to look like a place where cargo was actually stored. The office. This place is a maze. The lounge, an early version of the lounge. War zone. Early in development, we designed an ending which Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it, it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game, plus some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Okay, so they scrapped that. Ultra Deluxe announcements. In 2018, we announced the Ultra Deluxe version of the Stanley Parable at the Game Awards. These are screenshots of the videos we made for our announcement and the game's delay. Yeah. Took about 3.5 years after its announcement. Early version of the maintenance room. Okay. The office. Are we back where we started? Yeah, we are. Office computers. One of the ways takes us to, like...
Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing
narration outtakes. Kevon Briding, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game.
Stanley stood on the roof.
I couldn't even hear because...
For sure would get him right back on track to where he was supposed to be in the storm. Stanley walked through the green door.
Stanley. That scared me. I'm not gonna restart. I think I gotta go a certain area. Exit. Okay, we don't want to go through the exit yet. Game design mock-up. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mock-up is still in the game. Oh my god. Did I go down here? Oh, it's that one area, yeah. The lounge, the office, phones. What's this? Don't scare me. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we'd asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Okay. So they never answered these questions. How to make a JRPG? What's the difference between a duck? Duck! Oh yeah, this is the phone. Let me go back up here. I don't think I went in here. Don't make that sound. So this is the different layouts, I guess, of the office. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. Excuse me. Well, I don't drink moonshine. Follow my head. Excuse me. So I think that's the actual exit. Oh yeah, that's the countdown desk. Did I miss anything? So yeah, the exit we go through. So many people were confused on where they needed to go, I guess. What's down here? Oh. Oh, that's the trailers. Okay, yeah. So I guess we go through the exit? Which was where? This is scary. Oh. Meeting room. Maintenance layout. The flow of hallways following the first two doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. Okay. So disobey, lounge, confusion ending. One doorway to maintenance in the lounge. One doorway to maintenance in the lounge and the original back on track option. There's a vent? What do you mean a vent? The other... Okay. The other entrance would, is that what it says up there? Yeah. The other entrance would be hidden depending on how you entered. What about this? Please don't sound like the Democrat Party, because I don't want to hear that.
What about Vance Bolter? What about Melissa Hartman like we had talked about?
2 doorways to the maintenance. I don't even know what to think about that. Okay, where's the exit at? I think I'm done with this area. I think the exit was this way. Yeah, so the exit is the end.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these
So I
things
guess
cannot
they
be
left it to
seen.
that development room originally.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your Xbox.
Xbox?
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time
They
choose.
changed it?
Don't let...
So I believe what we need to do is actually restart the game. Because I remember Hundreds stayed there for like a while and it took him nowhere. I wasted so much time in that room. What is this?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Yeah,
be?
see?
Stanley
It went to
decided
the
go the
right.
meeting room. Perhaps
I'm
he
telling you
simply
right now, it went
misremembered.
to the right. See, he purposely they purposely changed it to where it went to the left. Wait a minute. Oh, maybe that was supposed to... What? 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 What the... What's going on here? I thought I was forgetting wrong, but... They... What is going on? Now we're at the two open doors? What happened?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was
I'm never going to enter the
meeting,
door on the left
and
again.
Stanley
There's
was
nothing
perfectly aware.
there.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I don't need to admire anymore.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was
What?
it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
That's not the way love goes.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
So I want to go that way. That ending's kind of
Look,
funny.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone
There's
else
two
is
ways?
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... What? Really? I
Yeah.
was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen?
I don't have no
I
wife.
don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Where's the green door?
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right.
Blue
Go ahead,
door.
You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Nah. What? Oh, you're forcing me anyways?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? Reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
Figure it out.
But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Leaderboard. Is this real? Where am I? Oh, that's not... This ain't real.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
I don't think
that
that...
would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You
Yeah,
click the button to
it
move
don't
him back
matter.
to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail.
It
It's a very
resets,
meaningful game,
and
all about the
it
desperation
resets,
tedium of
and
endlessly confronting
it starts
the
going
demands of
faster each
family life.
time.
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
That's annoying. Die, baby, die!
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Because that noise is annoying.
Completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
I don't know how they didn't get in trouble for this. What?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
I don't know this
motivation?
game. I remember them using Portal and Minecraft. And even in the remake they did Rocket League.
But it seems
I don't know
obvious
this
to me
one.
that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it.
This noise
What a
is so
fascinating
annoying.
venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
That's the Minecraft door noise. The old door noise, I think. There's nowhere to go. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. The propane and propane accessories are blocking me. I don't know what this game is. Firewatch or something?
Oh no, it can't be.
Open world. Open
It
world!
is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close
This ain't
call.
the border.
You really wandered off into that thing. That big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay. I'm
We're
going to
still
give
in
us
the
an
woods.
idea. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Rocket League?
Okay. I think this will be just the thing.
But I want to slip through that crevice. Oh, now we're in Rocket League.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a
Rocket
nice
League
big
wasn't
box
even
of
out,
walls
I don't
around.
believe,
There isn't any possibility
in
that you could get
2013.
lost
So yeah,
here.
this has
Now
to be new.
This is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get
Maybe I
lost in
should
this
try
game,
playing
I
this
will be
ending again to see if I'll get
impressed.
Portal and or Minecraft.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
We're supposed to
There are
be in
lots of cars
cars
in the back,
here.
but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Touchdown?
I think sure.
It's
we must.
goal!
Here's the ball. Have fun.
That's the exact ball. Ow! 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 Guess what? Miss. Oh.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than
Are
my
you winning,
miserable
son?
little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports
Oh my
experience.
god, I can't get it in.
Here comes another ball.
Another one.
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna
Oh,
use this
goodness,
one
that
and aim
really
it
does
better.
feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
No more balls! No more balls! 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 No more balls! Go! Wait.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a Hold on. What are you doing?
This ain't fun. I'm resetting. Wait. Oh yeah, it takes me somewhere. Oh my god!
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that.
Oh! I think I was supposed to do that. Uh-oh. No narrator? I don't want to play a horror game. I didn't sign up for this. I'm not going through there. Help me, Lord. I don't like it when you take away the music. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. This is actually scaring me. What am I supposed to do? Was this supposed to happen? Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Do I really need to restart? No, I don't. Okay, good. I don't know how long this is.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Okay. Oh, I guess we unlocked the new content part.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the
Okay,
meeting.
I think I
And
may
Stanley knew
listen to what
perfectly
he's
well.
saying this time.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I wish I could run.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him
I've
smile.
never had anyone
At
invite me
last,
to a
proof
party.
that he was human.
Hang on a minute. Okay. That's someone I know. I don't know that. I don't remember that username.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Sorry I showed you my business, but whatever.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Penalty for misuse. 5,000. That cost me my life for jumping
Stanley,
off.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've... What? Really? And in the middle of something, do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I would go through the blue door again to see if there's other games, but I'm not going to do
Oh,
that.
thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
It is. It's never
I wanted
ending.
to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Yeah, this is the ending. Oh, so many colors. Multiple colors! I hate it! I hate it!
No, wait. Where are you going?
I hate rainbows! You know that!
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, no! Oh, thank God. No, no, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I would have died if I did that again. So, I think he gives the same voice lines. I was thinking, wait, no. I thought he would be completely freaking out this whole time. But no. I remember. So ridiculous, the whole freaking button clicking when you press A. Right, the other.
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Okay, so I think he gives the same voice lines either way.
No, perhaps not.
Does he give another voice line? I don't think he does. Yeah, I wouldn't think he would. You can't even see the stairs. I want y'all to hear as many voice lines as y'all can. I mean, I did cut off the Joker when I didn't even realize what all he said in Batman Arkham Origins, but who the hell cares about that? This is different. Alright, now let's have him finish what he was saying earlier. What?
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to...
Wait, I
get
can't
along.
walk any faster. I'm not going to
I
do
guess
that.
that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Oh, this one is yours. Ah. No! Yeah, we're moving slower because we're getting hurt. I'm not going to walk all the way back. Because I'm pretty sure that there's no more dialogue.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Should I do that blue door again? I'll do it one more time just to make sure. I'll give him a 5 this
All of
time.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Were
memo.
those yellow boxes here before? I don't know the whole continuity. No new content right now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this
No.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
See, now it's normal.
And here it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself. What a room, what a room, what a room. This is what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room.
So I guess this is the same.
What a room.
I think this is the same voice lines you would get if you stayed in.
Yeah. But eager to get
No,
back
I
to
meant-
business,
I
Stanley
don't
took
know.
the first open door on his left.
No, that'll lead us back. I already got the
Stanley
confusion
was so
ending
bad
and
at following
everything.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think
One more
perhaps you've gotten
time.
off on the
One more
wrong
time.
foot
I
here.
promise.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult.
I'll
but
give
the
him a
fact is
5.
that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's up?
Nah, I don't want to do this. I don't got time for that. Wait,
All
what
of
is this?
his
His
co-workers
office?
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
I don't
slipped a
got
memo.
time for that. I'm sorry. No. Oh, it translated new content. So yeah, that's to translate what it is.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, it's still normal.
It was okay.
Is that all you got to say?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley
Alright,
took
I'm gonna
first
start
open
the
door on his
apartment
left.
ending. I'm not gonna unplug it or not answer the
Stanley
phone.
was so bad at
I'm
following
going to
directions,
answer the
it's
phone.
incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? It's too late.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
She's moved on.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To
Fine. Hands are sweating. I said my hands are sweaty and my knees are weak. I can't. Why is this also 421?
Hold on, sweetie.
427.
I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
No.
They want to commit their life to you.
No.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
Never will have a
I'm trying to
loving
get you
wife.
to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
You even have a
This
female
is a very
freaking.
sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Should I press that? It's not working. Just kidding, I wasn't pressing the right
Stanley
one.
is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries of new
What?
lands.
Oh, this is turning into the
Each day that he
office.
returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Where is the TV?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door.
Choice.
The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
What
It was
kids?
such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he
What
reread
changed
it
this
again,
time?
and then again, and again, over and over.
The dirt?
Wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Good
And
night.
I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that
I'm
he'll
back.
understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Well, you don't elect your own prime minister in the UK. Okay, shut up.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
And you try it again. And you try it again. And again. And again. I don't think I'll be able to play the whole game. I don't even remember the whole game. Was this his
Someone was
office?
following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Don't scare me. Don't scare me. Oh, what the f... Sorry.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Obviously.
It was okay.
Yeah, I guess he has nothing to say.
But eager to get back to business...
Now I'm
Stanley took
gonna
the
just
first
not
door
open...
on his left.
answer the phone.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Wait.
This is it, Stanley.
It scared me
Your
for a second.
chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
No one's waiting.
That's
I
so
can
sad.
unplug it, but
You need to be the one to do this. To
I'm
reach
gonna
out
save
to her.
that for
If you
the
could
next
truly
one. I don't
place
think
your
there's
faith
any
in
other
another,
endings.
then
Oh, I
pick up
forgot the
phone.
downstairs ending. Can I just sit here and not answer? Or do I have to unplug it? Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Or unplugging it. Okay, so I have to unplug it.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I did it.
Actually, chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
Oh, okay. Nickelodeon star Kiana Underwood, known for All That and Little
Making
Bill,
choices on a regular basis is the best
33,
part to a healthy
dead at
decision-making
33
process.
after
Most
hit and
medical
run accident.
professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
Is
Do
that
you
the
make
same-
more than 8?
Is that also
And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful
Kevon,
and whether you'll ever make
writing?
a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time,
Lame.
your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Uh-oh. Now they got fences.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
It would.
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Seriously, there should have been fences in the first place. What if I go back? Because, according to OSHA, as someone who is, come on, really? As someone here who is, OSHA certified, I'm not joking. I am actually OSHA certified. You know what, maybe that's a good reason to blur it. Issued almost 3 years ago. Damn, I feel old. Since I was 16. Before I found Jesus. I can't even go that way.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left.
Why are
back
you
to the
looking
correct
down there?
ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Nah, I'm gonna admire this place. Nah. I'll go through the new content room later.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Come on. Fine. What the?
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did
Satisfaction.
you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worth it.
Garbage.
Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. Oh, I couldn't live that way.
I think someone actually died who worked on this
to willingly
game.
destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to.
I hate
Shut
Mondays.
the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh! Ah! What the f...
I'm here. clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I'm 19 years old. I'm not a child.
That story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
What?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. Nothing.
No! Why did you do that?
Oh, it didn't sense me?
Behave exactly as Stanley.
No, I'm not gonna do
That
it
means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Alright, enough.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Enough. Alright.
To the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
F Joe Biden. No. There better be Jack Kennedy over here.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss.
No!
He might find an answer there.
No! No! My one room of sanctuary! No! They locked it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh my gosh. No. Oh, now it's functioning right? Now you locked the freaking bathroom? Right. But my elevator! What happened in here?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
Night Shark 115.
Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
I don't know if
He
this
drew a
works.
sharp breath, and then
Night
said,
Shark 115. Night Shark. Night Shark. Night Shark
Stanley saw the
115.
code. Night Shark 115.
Night
He
Shark
focused into
115.
right there.
Night Shark 115. It don't work.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yes, it don't work.
Please speak the
You don't need a microphone. Night Shark 115 don't work.
This is a crucial step.
That's supposed to happen. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
The end.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
This is why I wanted to get this ending last. I thought there was 3 ways at the phone. I thought you could just stay there and let the phone ring and get a different path. I didn't know the way of not answering the phone was unplugging it.
Do something? Anything? This is more important.
That's his face? Why does his hair look different? That was kind of a butcher decision to make this in what was it? Make this in Unity, because Unity at one point wanted to get money from every time someone downloaded the game. So like, sorry Leroy? Valve. Because they wanted to get money every time someone downloaded a game. But yeah, I think they stopped that whole thing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, now I'm gonna go downstairs.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
For real this time. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm dreaming!
There was not a single person here either.
It must be real, it must be real!
Disbelief. Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
My favorite room.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I didn't. I walked down here to my violent
Stanley just
death.
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
It's
And
time
in such a
for the
competitive
schizophrenic
economy,
fit.
Why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Because he didn't need to.
Doors closed automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
They were.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer. An
My eyes are
explanation.
starting to hurt.
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
You're fake.
Go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself
Whoa.
soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
He's not
And
real.
then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Don't go.
Dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
You're
Was
not
Stanley simply
real.
deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
This is what I normally do. I just go in circles in games.
Has ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
I think that's all the regular endings. I don't remember any other endings. Hold on. Pause. All original Stanley Parable endings. Oh. Fall down to the bottom of the monitor room. Okay, so I did the museum ending. Press conference room, I did not. Press conference ending, I did not do that. The dream ending I got, backing out and walking into... Backing out while walking into the boss's office. Wait a minute. I'm trying to look for this. Okay, so confusion ending. Okay. The Zending ending. What's the Zending ending? Okay, that's the Zending ending. Essence of Divine Art ending. There's no way I can play that. I'm not doing that. Let me go to the other endings. Other games. No, stop. Window ending. Okay. Did they completely change it, or did they...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I don't think that's all the endings of the original. I'll do all the original game
Stanley
endings.
came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley...
I'll rate it a 5 and see if I
Perhaps
can
he
get
wanted to stop by
something.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
Yeah.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So we don't want to obey.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Okay. You're scaring me when...
Prove it.
That's scaring me when she starts barking. Oof.
Give me a chance.
Hold on. No one's home. Oh. Wait. Okay. Okay, I don't know. I'll turn on the living room camera. I think certain noises just of the game set her off for a second.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nah.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
No, I
Stanley
understood
walked
completely.
Through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Specifically for you.
I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yeah.
Skill trees?
Yeah.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
My wire I was using to charge the power thing for whatchamadoodle.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype.
Yeah, he's got the same reaction.
And now would be a lovely opportunity.
Now, I'm not gonna do this for 2 hours or 4 hours unless I had an auto clicker.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Because it's really not worth it.
To move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this for 4 hours. Just die.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies?
I'm not a
or
bastard.
purely to spite me?
My parents were married when they had
What to
me.
do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single
And they
thing
still
that
are
might
married
really
to this
experience
day.
for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Did we really lose Minecraft or something?
Yes. This seems
I
like
missed
it'll
the
work.
Minecraft
Let's
and
give it a
Portal.
shot.
Please give me Minecraft and Portal. You permanently changed it. Wow. You wasted my time. Okay, so let me check these endings. Coward ending. Isn't this the... Just don't leave your office. Okay. Out of bounds window. Heaven, computer input. Serious cheats endings. Whiteboard non-ending. Hell, these are using a lot of memory. Out of bounds window.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Bye-bye.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
Maybe.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Fine. I'll try it again. That was not easy.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Now I'm gonna hit
Okay,
yes.
I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Really?
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable. and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Okay, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this on for. Hello? It's not following me. There. Give it a second. Yeah. Okay, next.
Wait,
And-
Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
How am I supposed to input in that? Okay, so no, it's 419. Okay, then 423. Kaylee heard it and lifted up her head. What? At this point, I need to restart the game. Is
I
this one?
can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing?
Restart the game once more. Okay, boss office secretary computer. Okay. And then after that, restart it even more. That's not purple. Why do they
All
say
his
it's a purple
co-workers were
bar?
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No new content yet.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, it don't look purple to me, at least.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And not downstairs to my violent death. Oh, it is purple. So now 334. And then after that, my desk.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
This game's too
No matter how
self-aware.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Now I gotta restart one more time and input on my computer. Uh-oh. Okay, what happens now? Where's Jesus? Do I really need to press all the buttons? It will never end. Okay, fine. That was useless. Serious cheats ending. Use developer console. What developer console? Before launching Steam, type console. I don't think that's available. Since I'm not on Steam, I'm on my Xbox. Of a Tuesday. 8888, okay. $4.30. Okay. Not including load times. What? Is that really an achievement? I don't understand. Okay, so that... No, there's gotta be some way, because there's no way... There's no way it's like that. 4:30, I'm coming for you.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click the door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I don't know when the 50 clicks starts.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417? If I knew where 417 is. 20 clicks?
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Where's 437?
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
I gotta look around.
Now, back to door number 437. Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
We're not getting no damn where.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
This is so stupid. Where is it? Is it in here? Where's 416? Oh. It seems I don't know. KK, quit. You're scaring me. That's not it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley...
Where's 416?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
No.
first, just to admire it.
No. No.
But
No.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I gotta restart. I don't know where 416 is. I wanted to play this game years ago. 416 door. It was replaced. I gotta restart.
All of his co-workers were gone. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, no.
Go through it.
I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
I believe it starts right after he ends his speech.
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437. Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
So yeah, the new content door is, I guess, where 416 is.
Now, back to door number 437.
It scared me. I keep thinking it's like a spider or something.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Uh-oh.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
It don't work. Aha!
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Too much energy. Oh, the copy machine.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking? When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Actually, maybe I shouldn't have gone this way. What is the whiteboard not? Oh, it's a non-ending. don't care. Okay, I'm gonna do the escape pod ending. There's no way you can do the whole freaking Essence of Divine Art ending. There ain't no way. Go to the meeting room. Reach the boss's office. Back up into it, I guess.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
But don't go in the... Did you see that? Oh, it's changing.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, these doors.
Here's the door.
I did it! Okay, so... return to your desk. Wait, no. I'm not going downstairs. So he's no longer here. Sad. Now it's 416 again. Did you notice that? Now this is back. Now this is here. Okay. You are now leaving. I guess I gotta go through here. Oh, so we gotta keep going. Okay, I see. Till we're on 760. So we're on 756. We need to keep going till we're on 760. $757. It gets darker and darker, they say. But I don't like how dark games can be. Escape pod launch bay. Escape. Hello? Pause. However, you won't be able to access the escape pod, and if you check the sign in the previous hall, there's a scuff print at the bottom mentioning that both Stanley and the narrator must be present to activate the escape pod. Because of this, the game will simply restart. Okay, fine. Turn it down. Okay, no. I think that might be all of them. But I don't know. Let me see. So I did all that. I can't do the serious cheats ending. The Zending ending I did. Is Essence of Divine Art definitely cannot do. Museum Escape ending I did. Countdown Bomb ending I did. So yeah, I think that's all the endings. After 3 hours. And no one watching. I did it, pretty much. Okay. And no one watching. I did it. So, yeah, I guess I'll just have to say, that's the regular endings. I'll do the other endings later. So, thank y'all for watching this stream. I need to use the bathroom. If y'all did enjoy and y'all would like to see more, please hit that like button. Let me just check. Yeah. Subscribe if you haven't already.
Psalm 92:2. It is good to give thanks to the Lord, and to sing praises to his name, O Most High.
That was thankful.
1 Peter 1:7. That the genuineness of your faith, being much more precious than gold, which perishes, may be found to be of praise and of glory and of honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ.
That was sad.
Psalm 59:16. But I will sing of your strength. Yes, I will sing aloud of your mercy in the morning.
Happy.
Psalm 119:105. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path.
And lonely. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. If y'all did enjoy and y'all would like to see more, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see y'all next time. Hold on. Adios.